switch off, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your quantitative aptitude. This has been the classes, your 65th classes of the sessions. Where in the 65 classes we had done started with arithmetical ability, where we had done your operations on numbers, LCM and SCF numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots. Then we had done averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices, and then now we'll discuss about the percentage here itself. And as I told you, this has been the important classes that what we have to discuss here, which has been the important one here. In the same cases for this, before starting with this, we had done in percentage, we had done your 80 is 7th question in the last classes, and now we'll discuss about 88 question of the sessions as well. So this has been the 88th question of the session. Before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once and even they can also enjoy the video as well. Let's go ahead with the question for this, and that has been the 88th question of the session. This has been the class 65. Let's go ahead for the same. If 15% of 40 is greater than 25% of a number by 2, then the number is that we have to talk about it. If 15% of 40 is greater than 25% of a number by 2, then the number is that we have to talk about it. So for the same, the options for this we have is your 12, 16, 24 and 32, which is in the important one here, and which we have to talk about it as well. So we'll go ahead for the same. Let the number be x, then 15% of 40 minus 25% of x is equals to 2. 25 upon 100, x equals to 15 upon 100 into 40 minus 2, which is x upon 4 is equals to 4. So this 4 will multiply here, so x equals to 16. So where we'll get is your x equals to 16 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, which has been the another 89th question of the session as well, and that has been the important one here. 89th question, that is subtracting 40% of the number from the number, we get the result as 30. Then the number is options we have 28, 50, 52 and 70. We'll go ahead for the same here. Subtracting 40% of a number from the number, we get the result as 30. The number is, the options for the same we have here is 28, 50, 52 and 70. So we'll go ahead for the same as well, that's what we have to talk about it. So let the number be x, then x minus 40% of x is equals to 30. X minus 40 upon 100, x equals to 30. X minus 2 upon 5, x. So that has been here, that has been representing x equals to 30. So 3x upon 5 is equals to 30, and x equals to 30 into 5 upon 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 tens are 30. It will be equals to 10 5s are 50. that we have your answer, and that will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with the 90th question of the session, that has been the important one as well, and which has been the important one here. Let's go ahead for the same. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that has been the another important question here, which has been your 90th question of the sessions as well, that what we have to discuss here. On the same cases, we have another question as being if 35% of a number is 12 less than 50% of that number, then the number is that we have here. And for the same, we have your options for the same as well, which is 40, 50, 60 and 80, and this has been asked in CBI examination paper, and that has been important one as well. So for the same, we'll go ahead for this, and that what we have to talk about it. Option is 40, 50, 60 and 80, and as that has been asked in your CBI examination paper as well. We'll go ahead for the same. If 35% of a number is 12 less than 50 of that number, then the number is this has been asked in CBI examination paper. That has been the important one, and that we have your options for the same is 40, 50, 60 and 80, and that what will have to go ahead for this, which is been as follows here. So we'll go ahead for this as well, and that has been the important one. 43rd, that has been the 90th question of the sessions as well. So we'll go ahead for the same, and which is being as follows. Let the number be x, then 50% of x minus 35% of x is equals to 12. So 50 upon 100 x minus 35 upon 100 x equals to 12, and that has been equals to 15 upon 100 x equals to 12. That has been x equals to 12 into 100 upon 15. So 4 3s are 12, 3 4s are 12 and 3 5 are 15. 5 1s are 5 and 5 2s are 10 and 0. And so 2 and 4, 2 4s are 8. So it will be, we have your answer is your 80. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead for the next, and that what we even have to talk about it, which has been the another question, has been 91th question of the sessions as well. So that what we have to discuss here, and which has been important one as well. And so here we go ahead for this, that has been the another important question, 91th question of the session. The question is being as follows here, that the number which exceeds 16% of it by 42 is. So here the number which exceeds 16% of it by 42 is. This has been asked in CBI examination paper. So the options we have 50, 52, 58 and 60. So for the same, we go ahead here, and that what we even have to talk about it. So let the number be x, then x minus 60% of x is equals to 42, that we have here. And on the same cases, with the same respective manner, we'll go ahead for this, which is being 42 here. X minus 16 upon 100 x equals to 42. With the same, x minus 4 upon 25 x equals to 42. 21 upon 25, x equals to 42, and x equals to 42 into 25 upon 21 that we have. So 7 3s are 21 and 7 8s are 7 6s are 42. Then we have your 3 here and this is 6. So 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6 here. To 2 25s are is of course the 50, and that will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another one which we'll talk about it. That has been the another important question, and that what we even have to talk about it. So let's go ahead for the same, which has been the 92th question of the sessions here, and that we have as follows, which has been the 92nd question of the sessions here, and that is which has been the important one as well, and that what we even have to talk about it. Question is, what percentage of a number from 1 to 70 has squares that end in the digit 1? So what percentage of numbers from 1 to 70 have square that end in the digit 1? That we have, and the options we have 1, 14, 20 and 21. This has been asked here is in the MBA examination paper, and that has been the important one as well, that what we have to discuss here. Let's go ahead for the solution for the same, and that has been the important as well, as I told you many times here in the examination paper when we are going to solve it out all. And on the same cases for this we talk about it. So here for respecting towards the questions that we are going to solve it out, here clearly the number which have 1 to or 9 in unit digit have squares that ends with a digit 1, and some such numbers are 1 to 70 and are, that is your 1 9 11 19 20. I just write it down here: 1 9 11 19 21 29 31 39 41 49 51 59 61 69 that we have here, and that what we even have to talk about it. So number of such numbers we have. So number of such numbers equals to 14. So required percentage equals to 14 upon 70 into 100. So 0 being 0, cancel it out, and 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14. So 2 10s are is of course 20. So the answer we'll get is your 20%, and that will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another one, which has been the another important question, that has been the 93rd question of the sessions as well, and which has been important too. So we'll go ahead for this, and that has been, as I told you, that has been the important question here. So the question is, the next question is 93rd question of the session. We talk about it. The question is, by how much percent is 4/5 of 70 lesser than 5/7 of 112? This has been here. We will talk about it. By how much percent is 4/5 of 70 lesser than 5/7 of 112? This has been the question. The options we have 24%, 30%, 36%, 42% here. On that what we have to talk about it here. Let's go ahead for the same. So we'll go ahead for the same, and that what we even have to talk about it. So 4 by 5 into 70. 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, and 5 fours are 20. So 14 fours will be your 56. Okay, so and 5 by 7 into 112. is equals to 80. So required percentage equals to 80 minus 56 upon 80 into 100, that we have to talk about it, that is in the percentage. It will be equals to 24 upon 80 into 100, 0 being cancelled by 0, and then when 8 ones are 8, 8 4s are 24, sorry, 8 3s are 24, okay. And then we have your 3 and this is 10, so 3 tens are, of course the answer will get your 30. So the answer will get is 30%. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead for the next one, that is being the another important question as well, that what we will have to talk about it. So the question we have here is being was in the same cases, same phrases we talk about it, that is being your the question that we have to talk about is your 94th question of the sessions as well. So the 94th question of the sessions we have here, which is being same that what we have to discuss here, and that is being the important one, and that what we have to talk about it, and that is being we'll have to go ahead for the same. And the question is that if a number x is 10% less than another number y, and y is 10% more than 125, then x is equals to, this has been asked in SSC examination paper. We'll go ahead for the same. If a number x is 10% less than another number y, and y is 10% more than 125, then x equals to, this has been asked in SSC examination paper, that is being asked here, and that has been the important one. The options for the same is 123.75, 140.55, 143 and 150 here. We'll go ahead for the same, and that is we have to talk about it. We'll go ahead for the same, and that has been the 94th question of the sessions here. So for the same, it will be, now when we go ahead in a detail about it, so that is being, of course, the important one as well, and that will be having as an answer here. So on the same cases, y equals to 125 plus 10% of 125 equals to 125 plus 12.50 equals to 137.50. X equals to 137.50 minus 10% of 137.50, which is equals to 137.50 minus 13.75 equals to 123.75. that we have for the value that we have to assign it out, and that we have your answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another question, we talk about it, and that has been another important question as well, that what we have to discuss about it, and which has been the another important is 95th question of the sessions here. So the question we have here is that has been important too, and that this is the next question we have here, which has been asked in your section officers examination paper, and that is being important as well, and which we have to consider about it, even though which we have to answer it out about itself. So the question is, if 75% of a number is added to 75, then the result in the number itself, the number is, this has been asked in section officer examination paper, and the options for the same we have 50, 60, 300 and 400. So we'll go ahead for the same here. If 75% of a number is added to 75, then the result, that is the number itself, the number as this has been asked, and this has been asked in section officer examination paper. The options we have 50, 60, 300 and 400, and we'll go ahead for the same here. Now we'll go ahead for the same, that what we have to talk about it. Let the number be x, then so here we go ahead for the same, and that what we have to talk about it. 75% of x plus 75 is equals to x, that has been your x minus 75 upon 100, x equals to 75, and x minus 3 upon 4, x equals to 75. So for the same we talk about it, and what we have to talk about here itself, and which has been x upon 4 minus equals to 75, and x equals to 300. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead for the next, and that has been the 96th question of the session, and that has been the important one as well, that what we have discussed here. Let's go ahead for the same 96th question of the session that we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. So we will go ahead for the same, and that's what we have to talk about it, as the another important question, and that has been very important here for this. The question is, a number when 35 is subtracted from it reduces to its 80%, what is the 4/5 of that number? This has been asked in BSRB examination paper, and that has been the important one. The options for the same is 70, 90, 120, 140. We'll go ahead for the same. A number when 35 is subtracted from it reduces to its 80%, what is the 4/5? So the same cases here, that is what is that the 4/5 of that number that we have here. This has been the question has been asked in BSRB question paper, and that has been the important one as well, and which is important too. Let's go ahead for the solution for the same, that what we even have to discuss about it, and which is also important for it, and that what we even have to discuss here. Let's go ahead for the solution for the same, and that has been, as I told you, this has been important here. So we'll go ahead for the solution for the same here. Let the number be x, then x minus 35 equals to 80 upon 100, x is equals to x minus 80 upon 100, x equals to 35, where x equals to 35 into 100 upon 20. This 0 being cancelled by 0, 2 1 are 2, 2 2 are 4, so 2 5 are 10, 35 5s is 175. So further it is your 4 by 5, x is equals to 140. So the answer we'll get is your, of course, that is being the 140 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we talk about it, which is being the 97th question of the sessions, and that is being the important as well. So we'll go ahead with 97th question of the session. The question is, which of the following multipliers will cause a number to be increased by 29.7%? Question is as follows: which of the following multipliers will cause a number to be increased by 29.7%? So for the same, we have the options is 1.297, 12.97, 129.7 and 1297 here. For the same, we talk about it as well, and that is being the important one here. So we'll go ahead for the solution for this. Let the number be 100 are required multiplier be y, then 100y equals to 129.7 or y equals to 129.7 upon 100 equals to 1.297 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. So now here we'll be ending it up only, and that will discuss the rest of the questions in the next coming class, which is being the another important class as well. So on the same behalf of it, and as I told you, being that has been the important one which we are dealing here, and that is being the important questions as well, that what we are going to do here, which we will start discussing about the 98th question of the session, and the class that will discuss, of course, that has been the 66th class here of the session as well. So before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than this of quantitative aptitude, we had done your sociology and software engineering, we had done your chemistry, which is we had done your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 9, as well as the conversions, logarithms and antilogs with the symbols, elements and atomic number and molar masses. After talking about that, we had done many of the subjects, like we had done your, we are dealing with the DMS, or we are dealing with different types of VR diagram, that is being the important for you all, and that what is required for you all as well. After talking about that as well, we are dealing with understanding the human, that is your being comprehensively, and its the human aspirations and its fulfillment as well, where we had completed unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 as well, that we had done. Now after talking about that, in terms of reasoning, where that we're dealing here in the terms of reasoning, yeah, that has been divided into two, which is the verbal reasoning and the non-verbal reasoning. In verbal reasoning, we had done general mental abilities, logic reasoning. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series analogy, classification, integral reasoning, mirror image, water image, impedance, figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting rule, detection, grouping of identical figures, and then we had done your grouping of identical figures and groups and dies, and now we will deal with the dot situations as well. Talking about other than this as well, we are dealing here in terms of quantitative aptitude. Coming towards it, this has been divided into two sections, which is being the arithmetical ability and the data interpretation. In arithmetical ability, we had done your operations on numbers, SF and SCM of numbers, decimal fractions, simplifications, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, stars and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, weapon system, time and distance, problems on drains, boards and streams, allegations or mixtures, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clocks, stars and shares, permutation and combination, probability to discount, bankrupt, discount, height and distance, and the half series. In data interpretation, we have done your tabulation, bar graphs, pie charts, and line graphs as well. So here we're gonna end it. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. And please like, share, and subscribe our channel, so that many maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. And your appreciation and your suggestion is very, very important to us. To please go ahead with like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.